Hi there, my name is Hannah LaMaine, and I'm currently a senior at Ball State University in my last semester of college, which is completely online. So that's not how I really wanted it to go, but that's how it came out to be, so I'm trying to make the best of it. I'm 21 years old, and since I'm all online, all my classes are online, I'm living at home in my hometown with my parents, and I live next door to my grandparents so I can help take care of them. But I can't get out of my lease in Muncie, so I'll be traveling back and forth from my hometown to Muncie, which is about a 2 hour drive. And I said if my parents annoy me, then I can just go to Muncie and stay in my apartment. Um, what prompted me to major in criminal justice and criminology? Kind of a long story, so I'll start in the beginning. In high school, I always wanted to be either an author, a journalist, or just like a writer in general, and I loved it. I took a lot of creative writing courses in high school, and that's what I wanted to major in. So I applied to all these colleges with this idea of majoring in English so I could be a journalist or an author. So after I graduated, I went to this school, which wasn't Ball State. I'm a transfer student. So I went to this school in Grand Rapids, Michigan called Calvin College. It wasn't my favorite. I did have two really close friends that I miss a lot. Their names are Rachel and Melissa. But other than that, I didn't like it. It had a weird schedule, so it started after Labor Day and then got out like in June when all of my other friends were starting in August and then getting out early May. So I didn't like that part, and it just felt weird being in another state, and I didn't like my major. I realized writing professional papers in college is completely different from writing fun papers in high school, and that's what I would need to do is keep writing more and more difficult professional papers. So I decided to switch my major when I was still at Calvin College to social work, which they didn't have a good department, so I kind of moved away from that and completely switched to undecided, and then took my first semester of college ever, all undecided courses, basically just getting my gen eds out of the way. So then my second semester of college, they made me pick a major, and I chose business. So I took an introductory business class at Calvin College and decided, wow, I'm really bad at math. This still isn't for me. So I decided to research a little bit, and before I went to Calvin, my mom, who graduated from Ball State, was like, you should try Ball State. And I was like, I don't want to go to that school that she went to because I just didn't want to. She went there and I didn't want to be a second generation Ball State student, but I decided to check it out anyway. And I always say, like, the professional reason for me wanting to major in criminal justice and criminology is because I want to help victims, and that's true. But to be completely honest, I was watching Criminal Minds one day at school and thought this would be really cool. And so, from watching that show and actually kind of then researching other jobs for criminal justice and criminology, I found Ball State and then transferred. So I started my sophomore year at Ball State. And so that was one of the best decisions of my life, and I'm very, very glad I did that. But like I said, like the professional reason for me wanting to be criminal justice and criminology was because I really want to help victims. That's all I want to do is just help victims of crime, help older victims, younger victims, victim my age, lots of victims, one victim. It doesn't really matter to me. I just want to help them. So that kind of goes into my third point. What do I want to do after graduating Ball State? So since I'm graduating in the middle of a pandemic, because I'm graduating early this December, it's going to be a lot different. The job search is going to be a lot different. So I am going to start applying mid-September, early October. And something I've kind of, since I want to work with victims, I've been trying to get my certification for being a victim advocate, so that'll help with resumes. I get it through the National Advocacy Credentialing Program, NACP. So this summer I've been working on summer courses. I took a intimate partner violence course with Dr. Keisha Warren Gordon, and then I am currently in the middle of taking 53 little modules, which is for that National Advocate Certification Program. So I have 8 of those modules left, which I'm hoping to finish because I have to start applying in October for that credentialing. So that's fun, but I really want to work with victims. If I have to start like working in a court, I'll be fine with that. But my end goal is to be a victim advocate. Um, to my fourth point, a few characteristics about myself which would help you to know me better. It's kind of weird. I haven't actually been on campus since last fall, mainly because this semester is because of the pandemic, and last semester was too. But last semester, I was actually at the Muncie Police Department Victim Advocacy Program as an intern. I took Professor Murphy's internship class and I loved it. It sealed the deal for what I want to do, and I have so many good coworkers that I still keep in touch with. Unfortunately, that internship had to be canceled early because of the pandemic, so that kind of sucked, but it still made me, the 2 months that I had there still made me realize that I have a hope and passion for helping victims of crime. Some fun stuff about me. This is my room that I study in. I'm just kind of in here. I have a cat, so she helps me. I'm an only child and I'm also engaged, so I'm planning a wedding that's going to be taking place this May. I'm getting married to my high school sweetheart, and he goes to IU Bloomington, so we're in a long distance relationship. So, applying to jobs, planning a wedding, and getting this semester done. It'll be really busy. And then on top of that, after Labor Day, the Tuesday after Labor Day, I go back to work 2 days a week. I work at a deli. So I'll work 2 days a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then have the rest of the time to work on classes and plan a wedding. Um, Anything else about me? I really am passionate about the criminal justice program. I usually have a lot of questions, so I'm sorry if I email you a lot. And I'm very excited for this semester. So thank you so much.